It took me a while to get you acclimated to remembering some of the skills you need for this chapter. And now we're ready to begin. We're going to be using the calculator, and I'm going to get that out. And I hope you have purchased your TI-84 for this course or gotten one for your calculator. Let me get it to a good shape here so that we can see it. All right, it's a little bit, okay. Oh, that our TI-84 has a number pad, and then it has all of these capabilities. Now, we're not going to be using all of them because we're not taking advanced math. We're taking a practical math. But we will be using our apps key and some of these direction keys to make our mathematics easier to accomplish. I will talk you through it as we go through. So we're going to begin our journey with examples that assist in the demonstration of what we need to do to work the problems. And the first one says to express the fraction 1/2 as a percent. Now, all of you know that a half is 50, but let's do it as how we instructed. Our first step is to recognize that I have a 1/2, which is my numerator, over the denominator. And what I'm going to do with this, that's PR, is say that is undone division. So it's 1 divided by 2 times the 100, and then add percent symbol. So we're going to do this in our calculator. To do it in our calculator, and it doesn't matter which one you have at the moment, because this one is not a difficult process. It is a general form. So for our calculator, we would enter the 1, our divide sign, 2, and then our multiplication sign, and 100. And then we hit the enter, because we don't have an equal on a graphing calculator. We have an enter. So let's do that. I'm going to have the 1 divided is right up here after the dark colored keys, divided by 2 times that 100, and I get, of course, 50. I add my percent symbol. So this is our answer. Nothing difficult. All right. Well, this one says express 3/4, all right, 3/4. And again, we have our numerator and denominator. I'll do the short form on the next one. So we know it's undone division. We're going to say the 3 divided by the 4 times the 100, then add percent symbol, and we're done. So on our calculator, we're going to do the 3, the divide sign, 4, and then we're going to do multiply 100, and then we'll do the enter to get our solution, our percent value without the percent symbol. So let's do that. So we're going to have 3 divided by the 4 times the 100. Make sure I entered everything. Hit enter, and I get, of course, 75. And I'm going to add the percent symbol, and that's my equivalent. 3/4 of something is 75% of it. Now we notice here that we have an improper fraction. So we know we have more than 1. If we did 9 divided by 2, it would be 4 and 1/2, right? 4 with 1 remainder, making it 4 1/2. But we already know that we need just the fraction. We know we're going to put in the 9 divided by 5. I'm sorry, divided by 2. I'm changing the problem, aren't I? And multiply by 100. And then add symbol to get the solution. So let's do it for our calculator. The 9 divided by 2 times the 100 and enter. So let's do that. All right, 9 divided by 2 times the 100. I get 450, and we notice it's greater than 100. And we know it has to be because it's up 4 1/2. Well, 50 is a half, and 4 is 4 times 100, 450%. Now this one looks strange, but it's not. We have the 13 over 80. So we're going to do the 13 divided, this is a proper fraction, divided by 80 times the 100, the percent symbol for the conversion, 2%. And of course on our calculator, the 13, we'll give it a command for the divide key by 80. And then we're going to do the times 100, our enter key. Now you're saying, Emma, why are you saying every step? And the reason is the more you hear it, the easier it is for you. And everybody proficient. So I'm going to enter the 13 divided by the 80, multiply by that 100, and hit the enter key. So on this one, I get the 16 decimal 25, and I add my symbol. There you go. All right. Well, now we're looking at our decimal component. On our decimals, we said that if I had a decimal, sorry about that. If I had a decimal, I could move the decimal to the right 2 places and add the percent. So this is why decimals are so wonderful. This was 24%. Well, this one's a long decimal. This is 44,677 10,000ths. And we want to make it a percent. So we're going to write it and know that the 0 just introduces a value less than 1. And we're going to move it 2 places and add the percent. So this one becomes 46 77/100%. Now this one says, express the given percent as a decimal. And now we're going to work in reverse. And this one says, if I have the 64%, I cancel that. The decimal's at the end of a whole number, move it to the left 2 places. So then I have the decimal value of 64 hundredths. Or if you wanted, you could put the 64% over the 100%, cancel those, and then divide it out. But it's the same thing. It's easier to move the decimal. So hopefully everybody's got a handle. Because now we're getting into what we really need. It's our homework. And the understanding of the processes. Now in this lesson, we're talking about the general form of percents. My brain is faster than my hand. So we're going to now talk about looking at a percent request and finding whatever they want us to find. And we have this form. A is P% of B. And this is a form where A is the amount of the percent value, not value, in this case, is the amount value it's always around is. All right. Okay.